Okay, we're going to go over the function interval practice. As we did in class today, we did already do the top portion of the assignment, but just as a refresher, it says use the graph below to check all the boxes that apply to each interval. So this is an interval, -7 and -5. So I would draw um, my boundaries, okay, and the graph here is decreasing. Okay, and from -5 to -3, if it helps you to draw right across that -3, it's increasing. And then from -3 to +1, it's increasing as well. And between 1 and 5, okay, neither. Okay, so as far as constant rate of change, we were to write yes or no. When we say constant rate of change, if it's yes, it's because the line is straight. No, if it's curved. Okay, so if you look at the interval between -7 and -5, that's curved, so it's not a constant rate of change. If you look from -5 to -3, it's increasing, but it's curved, so it's not a constant rate of change. In this interval right here, from -3 to 1, it's also curved, so it's not a constant rate of change. And from 1 to 5, that is yes, because it's straight. Okay? All right, and if you want to see other examples, just refer back to when we did the other one yesterday. I believe we pasted it in page 75. Okay, hold on, I'm going to write myself a mental note real quick. Okay, number one, we also did together in class. I think the main thing that I wanted to make sure you guys understood was, understanding the language. So for example, if you read number one, the question says, for which interval of x is y decreasing and changing by a constant rate of change? So the key word here is and, to make sure that you're looking at both conditions. So where y is increasing and then is changing by a constant rate of change. Okay, so both things have to be true. And then the interval of x is referring to all of these. -4 to 2, -2 to 0, 0 to 2, 2 to 4. So when y is decreasing, it's going down, okay? If it was y was increasing, it's going up. So where is the graph going downward? So it's going downward in this interval from -2 to 0. Okay, this is 0. It's going down. However, it's not constant, because constant would mean it has to be a straight line, which it's not. So from -2 to 0, that's a trap. Okay, because if you don't pay attention to the fact that it's also got to have a straight line, you might choose that one because it's decreasing. So where else on the graph is it decreasing? And this interval, which is about, I guess, 2. Okay, if that's our option here, 2 to 4, that's decreasing, and it's straight. It has a constant rate of change, so D is the correct answer. Number 2, for which interval of x is y increasing? So there it is, y is increasing, which means the graph is going up, and changing by a rate of change that is not constant, which means it is going to be a curve. So we're looking for an interval where the graph is going up. Here, the graph is going up, however, it's not curved. We're looking for we need a curve because we don't want it to be constant. So here's another part of the graph that's going up, and it's curved. So this must be the one we're looking for. Which interval is it from 0 to 2? So C. All right, number 3. For which interval of x is y decreasing and changing by a rate of change that is not? So we're looking for a curve, not constant, and it should be going down. So here is the one that's curved and it's going down, which is from -2 to 0. B will be the correct one. If you want to double check that A, C, and D are absolutely not correct, you can see from -4 to -2 it's increasing, which is opposite of that. Between 0 and 2, that's also increasing, which is the opposite of decreasing. And between 2 and 4, though it is decreasing, it has a constant rate of change, so it's not D because it's supposed to not a constant rate of change. Flipping to number 4. All right, so which description best describes the behavior of the graph at the interval between -3 and 1? So let's see, from -3 to +1, which one of these is best? Well, I know it's increasing. The y is increasing at a constant rate of change. So this part is true, but it's not constant because I'm seeing a curve. Okay, here again the y is increasing, but not at a constant rate. This looks right, like both of these, but let me double check. X is increasing, no. Um, only y can increase and decrease for as far as rate of change is concerned. The y is neither increasing nor decreasing. No, that's not true because it's going up. It's not horizontal. So it's not these. And then the y is decreasing. No, it's going up. So automatically this is out. So this is correct answer. Notice like this had 5 choices. Why not? Okay? You still want to make sure that you eliminate all 4 that don't belong and are confident that you chose the right one. Number 5, which description best describes the behavior of the graph at the interval between 1 and 7? So let's see, 1 and 7, what's going on here? The y is increasing, no. The x has nothing to do with the x. Y and x are increasing, no. It has a constant rate, well, yeah, it's straight, but is neither increasing nor decreasing. That's actually true because it's not going up or down. But let me just check. So I'm going to cross those out. Let's check E. The y does not have a constant rate. Well, that's false because it's not curved. Okay, because if it didn't have a constant rate of change, this would be a curve, which it is not. So D. It has a constant rate of change, which means it's straight, but is neither increasing nor decreasing, which means it's horizontal. So this works. Let's go to number 6. Obviously, I am doing this during your connections, okay, trying to get it done before I go home for the day. Number 6, which description best describes the behavior of the graph? And by the way, I know in class we darken this because we couldn't quite see it. In fact, I need to pull it up on my computer again to see what it's supposed to look like. And I'm just gonna, it goes up to, and I'm sorry that it didn't print out very well, but this goes up to 2, okay? And then it looks like for here, it goes up to, let's see, okay, it goes up to 3, so it kind of does like this, and 4, okay, it's 4, and then it goes back down, okay. So if you look here, this point is at 4, 3. If it helps you draw that point, plot that point. I'm going to come back to my, okay. That's at 4, 3, and this is at 2, -1. If it helps you draw where they are, -1, -1, and this is at -2, +2. Kind of helps you know where these points are. Okay, so which description best describes the behavior of the graph at the interval between -2 and -1? Okay, so here we are, -2 and -1. What is happening here? Well, it's definitely decreasing because it's going down. And it's straight, so it has a constant rate of change. So y is decreasing, that looks good. Y is increasing, nope, it's already out. Y and x, no, it's not increasing, and it has nothing to do with x, so that's out. The y has a constant rate of change. Well, that's true because it's straight, but is neither increasing nor decreasing. That's false because it's definitely decreasing. So it can't be this. Well, let's see, the y is decreasing at a constant rate of change. Yes, it's going down and it's straight. So A is correct. Let's go to number 7. Number 7, which description best describes the behavior of the graph at the interval between -4 and -2? -4 and -2. So looks like we're here, like from here to here. All right, -4 to -2. The y has a constant rate of change, that's true, but is neither, no, that's false, okay? The y is increasing at a constant rate of change, which that is true because it's going up and it's straight. And let's see why, and these don't, the y, it's about the y increasing, not the x. So this is a little bit tricky. Don't let that throw you off, okay? Because x has nothing to do with up and down movement. Y does, so ignore the x on that. 7 part D, the y is increasing, yes, but not at a constant rate of change. Then it would be curved, which it is not. So it's not this one either. C is the correct answer choice.